Can I get the Vigi, the medic, the cop, and the Mafia to all talk to me? Even if you don't want to use your role, if you're using your role in the same person, or something, I don't know. Whatever it is you're doing, let me know what you're doing, and actually discuss. Let's get some action here. Night phase is too slow. Waiting on all the rolls. Waiting on all the rolls. Okay, those rolls. That roll. That roll, that roll. Waiting on those rolls. Waiting on everything. Waiting on everything. Just waiting. So chat, that was a brutally long day one. Hopefully it won't repeat. If it does, I might have to pull a kiwi and actually just go get a bottle rather than making drinks. God. Kiwi, are you in this game? I can't even remember who's playing this game. Kiwi, will you drink with me, sir?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, give me a sec to finish up all this stuff, and at the start of the day, I'm gonna go get some drinks, and you and I can make this day better.
Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me.
Okay, good. So, basically, we can all yell at one of these sets of roles for not having their shit together. That's fine, you know, that happens. But hopefully you guys can all take that bathroom break you've been dying for the last hour and a half. It's night phase. For those of you asking why, you can just see my face and no one else. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Everybody, please wake up except for Sheth and Kiwi. Sheth and Kiwi, you are dead. Kiwi, you can still turn your camera
Really?
on to drink with me.
Okay, I like that.
From time to time, you know, leave it off, but we'll drink together.
Hey Ryan, can you give me who voted on Cameron, please?
I only got 3. I'd love to do a recount. Can we recount? Yes,
Cable
for Cameron.
voted, Robbie voted.
I
voted Cameron back when.
Cable,
I can name you
Robbie,
all of them.
Alan. Okay, I've got 5 so far. I've got me, Alan, Eric, Cable, Robbie.
Jason, Rival, did you vote?
Yeah, I voted.
Eric voted.
Ivo,
Carlton voted.
Carlton.
and
I
Ryan
think Kiwi voted.
Kiwi.
I think so.
voted. We're all
Okay.
saying
Doesn't
Ted
matter.
didn't vote, but
But there was 8,
There were
so
8.
if there's
Yeah,
one
there had
missing.
to be one more. Yeah, Kiwi makes sense. Okay.
It's either Kiwi or Sheth.
Wait, I still only have 6. I have Alan, me, Robbie, Cable, Ribo, and Carlton.
Me, and then maybe
Oh,
Kiwi.
yeah, you. I'm sorry.
Did Sheth vote?
Sheth
no, he did not vote.
vote.
Chess did not vote.
This
Oh,
guy,
I'm muted. Yeah, I don't think it was Sheth. It was Kiwi. Sorry.
Okay,
But can
so
we also get the votes on Carlton?
Sure. The
seven
vote from
years.
Carlton is Cable, Store, Phil, Keith, Cameron, Ribo, Kimball.
Is there? Can you name the people who voted in both?
Cable voted for voted.
yeah,
I didn't vote
sure.
for neither.
Cable voted for both.
Yep.
I did not vote for Carlton, but I did vote for Cam.
Cable, Ribo, and that's it. Cable and Ribo.
I was the only one that didn't vote. I think I was the one that didn't vote for him neither,
I
right?
said Cable and Ribo voted for both.
Yes.
So I want to point out it's potentially Lilo today.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes, we
Oh.
have 12
Well, we got
1, 2, 3,
Milo.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Milo.
we have 12 people alive. If Mafia still have 4 and Miss Lynch, that's -3
No,
then.
we're still okay. We're still okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
true. There's the medic.
that
No,
gets-
no, no. Lilo only
Okay.
happens if there's
Oh,
2
and
kills
Vigi.
first night, right?
My okay.
No, Vigi shot.
Can I please explain? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that puts us down to 9, right? Mafia have 2 KP, so even if we lynch right, we'd still end up losing the game that night,
Vigi shot.
unless
Vigi
potentially Miracle Vigi. But my point stands in that it could be potentially Lilo today, if worst case scenario happens. Like, and not necessarily worst case scenario, but like
You're
More
saying
Milo
the game,
than
the
Lilo.
game would
Point
be
this
over, but
out.
it wouldn't
I wanna point
technically
this
be
out.
over till next light. Okay.
I don't.
but it
I-
would
I
kind
love-
of be over. Yeah. I mean,
I love the
there's-
fact that
yeah,
Ryan's counting votes and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, that could be a serious misdirection, and I don't want it to slip under anybody else's radar.
So there can't be any misdirection when people ask me for votes, and
no,
then
no,
I
I
give
know,
them.
but it's like as soon as that vote happens, you're like,
I don't know.
all right, can I get the votes again? And then you're
Don't
like,
I always? Do,
Right?
I
Yeah,
always.
that's
do that.
exactly what I was
I
Ryan
get it. I just don't want everybody to think that that's 100% town, is what I'm saying.
No one does
I
that.
don't recall.
It's not, but he does.
We've
have
seen it done
every-
that as Mafia, so I don't think anyone that has played him before thinks that's just completely down. I've seen it done as Mafia, seen it done as town. You just lose information no matter what side
it's
it's on.
null. It's a
So-
null. It
It's
doesn't.
like
It
someone
seems
like
I just think that a lot of
every
people are
game.
putting a lot of
Like, are we
faith in
gonna have some-
Ryan, and including Eric, and I just don't want it to slide underneath the radar.
Well, there's a few things, right? So we had a vote that nobody voted on, right?
Yeah.
That was Cable.
Yes.
So that's interesting in and of itself.
Pick a couple of
Also-
Mafia didn't vote in there.
Also, I find it really interesting that half the town voted for somebody who soft claimed.
Well, I know myself
I
and
also find it interesting that you didn't die after supposedly
not DJ.
soft claiming.
I find it interesting too. I was completely expecting to be dead, and that's why I did it.
So then why didn't you just
okay,
vote
so
him?
myself and Kimball, we called bullshit on that, so that may have influenced some.
Yeah, and you both could be
that's true.
Mafia, and if you figured I was soft claiming, you didn't kill me at night.
Well, I'd
I mean,
still
I
like to
think
lynch
you're alive.
Carlton today
The fact that
because
you're alive could go either way.
I think we should lynch Carlton.
I
No.
don't think you should-
Thing is, all the
I don't
rights.
think you should lose someone right away. It might be live.
Well, actually, I think if the cop has a Mafia check, I think he needs to come out. 'Cause
Let's
I
talk
do
about
believe
this
it's
a little bit
potentially
more,
Lilo.
okay?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the dead people too.
All right. So Sheth
Sheth
and
and
Sheth and
Kiwi.
Kiwi were two of my strongest town reads.
Kiwi wasn't really going on anyone at all, right?
yeah.
Not really.
I guess
He
I was,
wasn't doing much. He wasn't doing
Neither
much.
was
He
Sheth.
was.
I guess I was wrong about Seth in the early game. Like,
I had Sheth written down as versus Cable, but then that went away once nobody voted for Cable.
He didn't vote either, right?
Nobody voted for Cable. He was the
That's
guy
what
who
I'm saying.
completely.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing about Kiwi: is Kiwi didn't talk much, but every time he said something, I felt it was important.
Who did he go
Kiwi
on?
was my strongest town read.
Who did he kind of go on?
Keith.
He didn't go on anybody, I don't think.
I don't think he was going hard against anybody.
No, he wasn't going hard against it. Not that I noticed.
Yeah,
Hey, Keith, what do you want to say?
Near the beginning of the game, Chef said that Ryuzilla was 100% town. That's the one thing he said the whole day that really stuck out to me. So if they killed him thinking he was the cop, it could have been for that.
Who said what?
Assuming they remembered it. Chef said that.
The way that so Sheth came out with his "I'm Mafia"
Yeah.
meta or what, and the way that I was attacking him, he said that because of that, he thinks that I'm 100% town, and Keith is now saying that it's possible that they thought that he was cop because of the read that Sheth had on me.
I'm just throwing that out there for discussion.
So, Phil, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why do you think Keith is Mafia, and why do you think Rybo is town?
Rybo, I would kill Rybo. I don't think Rybo's town.
He said that he'd be okay to lynch me last round.
Yeah.
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 What about Keith? What's your read on Keith?
My read on Keith is he's got 30 minutes to prove to us that he's helping the town. If he doesn't, we kill him. And I'm not going to say anything more about that because if he's going to prove it.
Can I talk some more, please? Can I talk some more before we rush to lynch people?
Oh, I don't want to lynch anybody yet.
Storzer, can you give me your top 2 Mafia and top 2 town, please?
Mafia, Carlton. I don't have a hard second.
Okay.
I'd be okay with lynching. Probably Robbie.
Okay. What about
or
town?
Alan. Town. I'm liking Dr. Kim.
Dr. Kim.
Dr. Kim.
Korean now.
You are now Asian, Jason.
Okay.
Can you go through this quickly, please?
And
I don't know. No, that's it right now.
Is Kimball? Okay, that's fine. Jason, how about you? Jason with an I.
I completely disagree with Storzer. I don't read Kimball as town at all. I actually, after what Rival said about having 3 mafias maybe that didn't vote or voted, and then maybe, remember I said about the logic that maybe then one mafia didn't vote.
On Tim, right?
Yes, on Tim. And I look at both of you. I think Kimball is more Mafia than Carlton right now. I didn't vote for Carlton.
What about second one?
Second one, Mafia person?
Yes, two Mafia, 2 town. Store service Mafia?
Second Mafia, yeah.
Okay, what about town?
Hold on. Who'd you say is Mafia, Jason? Myself and Kimball?
Yes. For town, I would have Carlton and maybe Carlton right now, yeah.
What did Carlton do yesterday?
Guys, can I just get people's stuff on file before we
Yeah,
start?
but I want to know his reason too. If
I want to know this reason. What did Carlton do?
I agree with that question.
I like when he talked. I liked what he talked. There was one point that didn't matter much for you guys, but for me mattered when I was giving my reads on people that I thought was being quiet and was on the same bag. He said something to me that I had to pay more attention than if I thought about that way. And I think he would say that as Mafia to me. I think he would say that as town or as someone that had a strong read on one of those persons. And I started looking at that and gave me a better idea. That's one of the strongest reasons.
And then what about his soft claim and then not dying? What do you think about that?
I don't think there's much to go after that. I think it's Mafia doing games.
Okay.
So,
I mean, sort of obviously, we kind of have Kimball and Store on one side and Carlton on the other. I don't know. I don't know if talking about them anymore is going to help things unless you want to go to a vote on any of those 3.
I don't want to go to any vote right now. I want to ask everybody their top 2.
I'd like to say that I haven't said anything in support of Store this whole game.
Yeah.
Just I know I came out against Carlton at the end, and I gave my reasons for that,
yeah.
but
No. Okay. But I mean, that's why I have my town read on you, is because you went on Carlton. the way you did.
Can we go to the rest of the reads, please? Keith, top 2 Mafia, top 2 Town.
I have Carlton as my top Mafia. I don't really have a good number 2 right now. For Town, I would say Storzerg and Kemble are the most townish. I'm pretty sure about both of them.
Okay.
You mad, Jason?
Ghost Claw?
I mean, I told you already the way it's coming out. Storzerg and Kimball on one side, Carlton on the other, and I think that like the fact that Carlton's still alive means that he's looking pretty Mafia. But
yeah.
I mean, Mafia could be playing games.
Any towns? Any towns?
I mean, I think that I think my towns are going to be Store and Jason. Store and Kimball.
Okay. Cable?
I think that my Mafia reads, I don't have a strong one on Carlton, but he's weak to me, everything that happened last game. And then even though I sided with Keith in round 1, we were obviously
last
wrong.
game? Last game, or you mean yesterday?
Last round. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
And then even though I sided with Keith on round 1 against him, he was obviously wrong, and that strikes me as odd. So those are my 2 Mafia. My 2 Town, I'm sticking with Eric as Town. And I think Store. I like the way he's been playing. I like the reads he's been making.
Okay. Alan?
I think that the most Mafia are Store and Kimball. The reasoning is because I think more Mafia voted on Carlson than didn't. And I feel like they couldn't get enough Town to vote off another Town. Because I think the people who didn't vote, Eric and Carlton, who you guys didn't vote on Tim, right?
I voted on Tim.
No, Eric voted on Tim.
Carlton and
Kimball. It was me and Kimball that didn't vote.
Oh, I thought it was Eric and Carlton that didn't vote.
Nope.
No. You and Carlton and Kimball. All right, who are your
Well,
Town?
either way, Carlton didn't vote. That's why I think he's Town.
Okay.
Because I thought that on that vote, that Tim was Town. So I thought
And-
Carlton's Town for not voting.
Who's your second?
Second is Phil.
Phil? Okay.
I think this is how he plays when he's Town.
Ryan?
So I just want to say that what Alan just said here kind of brought him to the top of my scum list. I really didn't like his Mafia reads and the way that he read them at all, because there were plenty of people on that Carlton vote, and he picked out 2 that a lot of people are heavily.
Those were the 2 that were like pushing it.
Okay, but the way you worded it was voted on, and
Yeah, I mean, I would look at those people the most, and these are the 2 that pushed it.
Okay,
So of course they're.
I understand, but you didn't. But I think a Town would have said pushed it and not voted on. Regardless, Alan seems really scummy from what he just said. I also think behind that there is a Mafia between, and I don't think that they're both Mafia, but I think there's a Mafia between Carlton or Phil.
Okay. How about your Towns?
My biggest towns right now, probably Eric and Store.
Okay. Rybo?
Well, my biggest Mafia read is still on Carlton. I don't like the way that his defense went. I did vote on him. And then my second, I don't have a strong read on Keith, but I feel like he has been pushing people a little bit.
That's the third Mafia you're saying? Or?
No, the second Mafia. Just
Oh, I thought you said
and Keith.
Phil and Carlton are Mafia. No?
No, Carlton and Keith.
Okay, start over. Who's Mafia?
Carlton.
Okay.
Based off his defense, and Keith.
Okay, sorry.
And then my 2 strongest town reads are you and Cable.
Okay. And last one, I believe, is Kimball.
So I actually have flipped on Jason. I still feel Carlton, good chance Mafia, especially like soft claim and then not getting killed. Given the other 2 people that were killed, I don't think there's high priority, and I think it's still early enough in the game that it's important enough for Mafia to get rid of possible roles as opposed to try and pit town against other town. That's something that you would do, I think, maybe in another day or 2.
So what were your Mafias?
So I'm getting there. Sorry if I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so that's my justification for still not liking Carlton. And then Jason, I felt that his defending Carlton is fine if he wants to defend Carlton, but I didn't like his justifications at all. And so he's been bumped up. And then I also kind of Alan is on there. So if I'm wrong against Carlton, I think I'm in a lot of trouble because I'm putting Jason and Alan in that same bandwagon and not liking them as well. I also noticed Alan yesterday was being a little bit. I didn't write down specific things, but he was being a little bit bandwagon aggro, if that's a term I can use. So those. I don't remember. I didn't write it down. My town reads. I'm cautious about Store, but he seems to be agreeing with me. And ahead of me, like not agreeing with me, but agreeing with my line of thought. Eric seems pretty okay. And then I throw Keith and Ryazilla on there as well right now.
It was me, Keith, Ryazilla, and who else?
And
Possibly
Store, possibly. Yeah.
And,
so that's all of them.
Phil?
Right?
No, Phil.
Oh, Phil?
Yeah.
Town is Kimball and Store. Mafia is Carlton. And Alan/Ribo.
Okay, so we kill Carlton today.
Wait.
Wait.
Eric's reads.
Oh.
I think Jason and Rybo are Mafia.
Which Jason?
With the I or
Jason?
With an I. And I think Ryazilla and Alan are probably town. What's
okay,
wrong,
so
Rybo? What do you have to say?
Eric's done. I'm talking mostly to Kimball in the store here.
Yeah,
but
what's
are
up,
you
buddy?
in agreement that yesterday all the right people were voting for Carlton and all the wrong people weren't, and likewise all the wrong people were voting for Cameron and all the right people weren't?
That's exactly how I felt about the Carlton
like
vote.
that. Seems like that.
Did Rybo vote for Carlton?
I sure did.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He's also on the top of my scum list too.
Right.
So
okay.
did Jason, Alan, who did not vote for Carlton again? Do we have?
I didn't vote for neither.
I didn't vote on Carlton.
I want to say I understand that the big train is going either on Carlton or the opposite side of Carlton, but I really, really, really did not like the way Alan gave his reads, and I would love to lynch him today if other people are down for that.
I actually agreed with that read. I didn't think Alan was Mafia, but the way he's talking, I think.
So okay, guys, let me talk.
I want to kill Carlton. I want to force.
I actually
this
don't want to
bullshit.
let Eric talk because he could be the remaining Mafia member. So I don't think we should
don't want
listen
who to talk?
anything.
Don't want to let somebody talk. Like
I don't want to let him
serious
talk
right now.
So
Yeah,
okay,
that's serious. Like he could be the last Mafia.
That's not how we play
member
the game.
misleading us.
The last Mafia. Like, are you like? What are you doing right now, Phil?
I'm winning. I'm winning the
Formal
game.
Carlton, formal. Can I get a second?
no,
Wait.
You're winning as Mafia.
Can I get a second?
No, just wait.
No.
I want Phil to finish his train of thoughts. How many lynches have we had, Phil?
2,
How many Vigi shots have we had?
possibly 1,
Okay, how
but
many?
probably 0,
Probably 0. How many Mafia were there to start with?
4.
Okay, so why would you think Eric is the last Mafia?
So I mean, put the pieces together. Who makes sense to be Mafia? So I was thinking Keith, but the way he's voting, I'm kind of going against that. Though he hasn't really contributed much. So Carlton's Mafia. I think Ghost Claw's Mafia. He hasn't done anything. And then Rybo and Alan make sense. Now, how are you going to fill in the gaps? I'm probably wrong about one of them. And I think Rybo, I'm kind of wrong about. And I think it's either Eric or MLG Ryan. I thought they were both town at the beginning of day 1 yesterday. They were contributing a lot. But since then, I've noticed they haven't really done that much. The main proponents of the town that have been pushing things are like you, Storzerg, me.
So if it's me, my bus on Alan is really weird, considering I was pretty much the first
Dude,
one to go on him.
You don't need to defend yourself right now. So.
Okay, but
So he
you're
thinks
throwing handles.
he thinks that there's 2 Mafia have been killed, yet he named off 4 more Mafia.
I'm going to assume that no one's listening to Carlton at this point, so I'm just going to ignore what he's saying.
Oh,
So I think based on the votes...
You're not Pope, so let's not do that.
Yeah, don't do
Okay,
that.
well then he
Don't
can
do
talk.
that.
When we formal him, he could talk, and I will gladly listen.
Well,
when he
you're
defends himself.
That's not how the game works, though.
Weird though right now, Phil. So like,
Look at the votes yesterday. I think that's what makes
Yeah,
the
look
most
at the
sense.
votes yesterday. Like a bunch of people voted for somebody who's soft claimed a role.
Now
I
you're
would
just
like to look at the votes.
like misdirecting the town, Carlton.
Okay, I would like the formal Carlton. Can I get a second now?
Was Eric going to say something?
Yeah, I've got a lot to say. So, Ryan, you were going to say, Rybo, you were going to say something when I called you out as Mafia. What did you want to say?
I didn't say. I wasn't going to say anything.
Like,
All I
right
said was,
after Oh, well, what do you think about that?
About you calling me out?
Yeah.
I don't see how you're super suspicious of me. I think there's a lot better kills.
Like who?
Like the two people I've already named that you asked me, Carlton and Keith.
You seem a little agitated right now.
Yeah, because I feel like Carlton's the best kill, and I don't want him to slide away with this.
I want to say something in Rybo's favor, actually.
He's let him hang himself a little bit,
Okay.
Kimball. Then you can do it.
Sure.
That's all I have to say. I mean, I think Carlton's the best kill. I think that he fake soft claimed something. His defense has been super weak, and I gave my reads. And I'm completely fine with you calling me out, but I don't see how you can get off Carlton. He has done nothing to contribute all game except for misdirect town, which is not okay with me. And if you're going to say that, you know, if people are trolling, etc., I think he's the biggest troll currently.
Yeah,
So-
like, Mr. Town, like when I actually got Chef to give out his reads because I was pretty sure that he was Town.
I think that's pretty trolly, yes.
Well, so
Eric, do you have anything else to say?
No, you said speak on behalf of my read, Chef. Like, what am I supposed to think about that?
Oh,
You're
I
not
do have
talking.
something to say. I'm the cop. I have a red check and a green check.
Okay. What do you got? Well,
I don't
what's the
wanna
red
say
check?
anything. I don't want to say anything yet.
What does anyone want to counterclaim? So we
Go ahead and counterclaim me first before I say it.
I want to say
But is your green check still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Is
I
your
think-
red check alive?
obviously.
Jesus Christ, bro, like 10 times, guy.
So I kind of got that feeling because Eric was doing the 2 and 2 thing and he was really diligent about
I can't
making sure he got
sit
everybody.
on anymore. Like I'm so
No,
much
I-
of
I hear
a
you, I hear
priority
you.
kill that I have to come out. Like,
I think outside of
That's
what
fine.
Eric says, Alan seems really scummy with what he said.
So I had something to say in favor of Rybo. Is it relevant at all for me to go ahead and say it, Eric?
you guys go ahead and keep talking. I'm just
So-
gonna listen. I don't want to say who it is. I want them to bury themselves.
I'm done talking till Eric does shit.
Okay. So, so early day one, Chef comes out of Mafia, blah, 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 blah. There were two people, and I brought this up like shortly after. Rybo was in favor of Chef, and Jason was against Chef. Okay. I made this point that like, we went after Jason, like, what about Rybo? Like, we should talk about that too. Like, he was so blatantly in favor of him. Okay. We went on Jason for a very long time. It never circled back to Rybo. I didn't bring it up again because I didn't really feel like it was that relevant at the time. Chef ends up being Town. If Rybo's Mafia and Chef seems like an easy bus early on, why would you come out swinging in defense of him so early? I
think you...
Are you trying to say that Rybo is clean or Mafia?
I'm trying to say he seems clean based on that very early thing.
I don't think that Seth looked like a easy bus. I don't think he would go for it because I don't think it was a.
It's the only thing he's done that I can think of this whole game that pushes me one way or another. Okay, so he wasn't on my like super Town list earlier, but like that seems pretty Town to me. But again, it was early in the game, so
I think that the fact
it's
that
worth
I
his
think
list.
that the fact that that's the only thing that he's done so far that's push you in one way or another speaks more than his action itself.
Well,
So,
you're on my Mafia
well,
list.
you got to remember, Jason, I also pushed for you, and I was saying that you were reading Town more than Mafia based off of your continuous pressure of Chef. I know that you disagree, but at the same time, like, I was defending you to an extent.
Star? Or, yeah, Star.
Okay, so Carlton, now that one of your fake possibilities is out, you're not going to fake cop now, right?
Has this not already been settled?
Okay. Like, I'm ready, Eric. Let's go. Like,
I'm not ready.
I don't understand the point of waiting right now.
Okay, well, we had something to say.
Because I don't have enough information
Here's
right
the
now
question,
to win the
Eric.
game, and I'd like to make.
He wants to see our
Eric,
interactions.
Will you give your green check, and then we can listen to the green check talk?
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'd say yes.
I
and
don't think
keep the
so
Mafia.
because you could see like
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any point in you coming out as cop if you're not going to give your read.
Yeah, like I don't.
Well, I'm gonna
don't
give
He
you
will.
before
He
the round
will.
ends. That's for
Like,
sure. But
Okay.
I want to see how
He's
you guys.
trying to see our interactions with
Yeah.
each other.
Well,
Like,
like
you
part
completely
of
understand.
solve those interactions though by coming out. Like you've.
I have information that.
Phil, why
only
do you not
Mafia
want him
has
to?
right now.
Why do you not want to
Okay.
give him his green read?
Who, me?
Hold on.
Isn't that what you mentioned just a second ago?
Yeah,
What
so
happened,
like,
Rabo?
he knows one of us
I'm asking why he doesn't want to give his green read.
because he knows that one of us is like speaking honestly or from their heart, right? Because they're town, so he could see like who agrees with that person, and that might help him give some information. So I'm fine with him just revealing both when he's ready to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like, and I also respect the way you came out and said it and didn't say it right away because it makes it a lot harder for somebody to counterclaim because it's very. I wouldn't say it's easy, but if you claim a red check on somebody, right, and they're Mafia and they're gonna go down,
They're gonna
right?
say, "Oh, I'm cop," right? So
That or they're gonna claim something else or whatnot.
correct.
So, well, if
This
this helps,
is the way to come out as cop, just for future reference.
I'm not so sure about that because if you're fake,
no, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about like
No
what we
meta.
should do in the future or let's
Yeah.
focus on the now. So the now is I still think Carlton's scum. I'm sitting good now with you, Eric, since nobody said anything, obviously. I'm sitting good with Keith. Still sitting good with Doctor.
Well,
I think
I
it'll
like
side
that.
Eric,
I mean, like I've had Eric as a town read since the beginning. Like he's been on my like I trust him read. So my question is, Eric, what do you feel about Keith? Because he's the one who still has like he was on my Mafia list. He's been kind of sketchy. Like, so what are your feelings toward him?
I don't want to give any
Eric
reads
to
right
answer
now
that.
Well,
because the reason I don't want to give reads right now is because I'm gonna die, and if I give the wrong read, you guys are gonna consider that person safe or Mafia.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
I have a question. So I don't think Keith has really done anything, and he's been voting like what I think is good, and that's all he has going for him.
I was talking a fair amount earlier in the game.
That's what I was saying.
I don't think that's true though. Like when you're Mafia, you bring up points that are true. Like you say, this person acted this way, and it's true, but you never actually push for anyone. While with your town, you'll actually say like, I think these people are good lynches. This person is Mafia because. That's that's what you don't have going for you, and that's why I'm worried about you.
I was the one who formally.
I think Phil's been bringing up a lot of good points.
Like I'm not ready to kill you, Keith. Like
I have a question.
Yeah, either. I'm just sketch of him right now.
Phil, here's a question.
Yeah.
Is it more indicative of town or Mafia to remember something that didn't happen to you very early on in the game?
That was kind of confusing.
Something.
Okay, if you remember a fact, like say right now, you remember a fact from early day one that like most people didn't remember, would that be more Mafia or town?
But it depends on what it is, right?
Yeah, I don't think that you can really determine.
I'm saying, would Mafia or town be more?
Town are more likely to remember things.
If it's town, if it's helpful, if it's
But
like trying to get someone
I
killed.
don't
a lot
really
of
think
times
it's a hard tell.
Right.
And it depends on what the information.
Okay, I'm just curious from if you've noticed a pattern, because I know you notice patterns and stuff like that from forums, and I didn't know if you noticed a pattern from remembering things earlier.
You mean about Keith?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I already explained what my thought process was about that.
Okay.
But I'm definitely not ready to kill Keith. There's 3 people I would much rather lynch at this point, possibly 4. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So Keith wants to talk. I had a question after that.
The reason I'm more quiet right now is just because I agree with what everyone else is doing, and there's not much reason to speak up. I think that Carlton is very, very likely to be Mafia. I thought his defense was really, really bad yesterday. Like every word that came out of his mouth made me think that he was Mafia. So like I'm just waiting to lynch him. I also agree that there's a reasonable chance that Alan is Mafia. Beyond that, I'm not quite as sure, but like all at the bottom are on my screen. Phil, Storzerd, Kemble, pretty sure all of you are town. And then beyond that, Rybo I think is probably town. It's not really obvious like it was last week, but there have been a couple of times where I've felt like I've gotten a pretty good town read from things he said. Ryan, I would also guess is town. Not completely sold on it, but for now I'm going with it. And then beyond that, we need to sort out from the others. That's where I'm at right now.
Cable just DC'd.
He texted me. He said his computer crashed. He'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have a question for Store.
Yeah.
Store,
What's
in
up, Stum?
so many games that we've played, when somebody soft claims a role, whether they hard claim or soft claim a role, you're usually the first person to be like, you know what, guys? It doesn't matter what we think of them right now. They claimed a role. We can't kill them today. You're usually the first person to say that, and you didn't say that in this situation. Instead, you tried to get me
you
killed
didn't claim
anyway.
anything, did you?
I soft claimed a role.
You didn't.
Yeah, and I called BS on it.
Yeah,
So,
but I've
like-
never seen you do that before, like that.
Okay. Well, I think the deal right now is, like, I guess Eric is the only one, I guess, who could say otherwise right now. But I think you should role claim right now. I see no reason why you shouldn't.
I agree.
That's
kind of
true.
dragging on.
I don't think so.
No, can I?
Well, no. Like, guys, look.
Story,
We
you're
have the
missing a step
cop.
here.
Hey, guys,
You're
no.
missing a
We have the cop. He's either the medic or
So,
the kid, right?
would it make sense for the medic to come out?
No.
No.
They'll
No,
just get
cop
killed.
just claimed.
It's Carlton. He should come
Right,
out.
but I get one more check. So
That's true.
No.
Only
No.
if there's
No,
three
but the-
Mafia alive right now.
Like, here's the deal, right, Eric? Mafia know that you're the cop right now, okay? And if they're gonna have 3 tonight, they're gonna try and double stack you, right?
Hey guys, sorry, my comp crashed.
Yeah, like
Your
You got the
walls
green
are
screen,
green
by the
now.
way.
if
Oh,
someone can act, I don't know. I wasn't listening too much when people kind of said no or whatnot. But can someone actually
I can articulate
present?
this.
If someone can present an arguable reason why Carlton shouldn't claim right now, then so be it. But otherwise, I think Carlton needs
I
to
can.
claim right now.
I can. Who else?
Okay, yeah. Go,
I
Kimball.
can too. Go, Kimball.
Okay. Eric has a role that he's sorry. Eric has a check on Mafia. That's the person we're going to lynch today. If it's Carlton, great. If it's not Carlton, he doesn't need to claim his role until tomorrow, unless he feels it's important that he vindicates himself to give us knowledge in case he dies at night. Okay.
Who?
Carlton. Okay. If he is the check, then yeah, he's going to counterclaim, or he needs to, if Eric's a false cop, whatever, he's got to do a song and dance. But if Carlton is not the check from Eric, then Carlton does not need to reveal his role today. That being said, I did not feel that Carlton was being serious with his claim yesterday. Now, if Carlton is playing this game a little different to try and get reactions from people, he is not worried about himself. He is playing a reactionary game where he's playing different, and he wants to catch people responding to how he's playing. Okay, which he has gotten a lot of response from you and from me, but they've been negative response. If he has gotten constructive responses, that's something that we're going to need to have come out from him soon. If
Sorry,
Carlton,
stupid question. Who's
no,
you?
no, just sorry.
Who's you?
Like you said, Store,
Okay.
myself.
Well, no.
Okay.
You just said you didn't think he was a role, then, right?
Yes, but let me just finish. I'm about to wrap this up, okay? If Carlton is not the check, and we do not get, so we're gonna lynch whoever Eric checks, assuming that he doesn't get disfounded as cop, okay? Tomorrow there's gonna be heat on Carlton. If Cop is still alive and he checks Carlton and Carlton's Mafia, we kill him. If Carlton is not, if Carlton is still alive tomorrow, Cop is dead tomorrow, and we put heat on Carlton, then he will need to have a damn good set of reads that excuse and explain the style of play that he's been doing. Okay.
Here's my counter.
Mm-hmm.
So my counter is, let's say, my counter is it's another day. If for some reason Eric doesn't die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 other people die, right? Mafia could just be going for if there's 4 alive right now, they could potentially risk losing 1 and not killing the cop and just trying to run out the game that way. And
assuming we have medic, they aren't going to go for the cop.
But if that's the case, then I think Carlton needs to claim now, because if he claims tomorrow or the day after, more people are dead, and it's a lot easier to claim. there's a higher chance when he claims that nobody can counterclaim him.
The thing is,
like I don't believe his claim. Like I don't think
I don't believe it, but
I think he's
thing is,
lying about that,
role.
and I want him to honor. I want him to answer that.
I think when someone claims a role, you should lynch them based on whether or not you believe their claim and whether it makes sense and is consistent with their play, not based on whether someone counterclaims or not.
Well, I mean, but here's the other deal: is I didn't believe him when he said that he had a role, right? I didn't believe his soft claim, and then I didn't believe his early.
But let's say we're wrong and he actually has a role. If he comes out right now, then Mafia knows he's telling the truth and they're going to kill him.
So, Store, I would say that counterclaims are actually good for Town because then you have a one-for-one trade-off situation, which is always good for the ratio.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier to counterclaim if he claims today than if he were to claim when other people
allow them
die.
to counterclaim, and we can off both of them as a viable strategy.
But Store said there's more people to counterclaim today alive than there will be tomorrow.
To counter what Phil was saying, like I think that's Store's general gameplay a lot of times is he likes to make people counterclaim. Like he likes to catch them up or like catch up the original.
Wow, that's a good point. The roles.
Yeah, I see that.
Store's very impatient as well.
Here's the. I mean, like no, like I think Carlton's scum. Okay, guys, like I think he's scum, and I think he's bullshit.
Can we let Keith talk now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, thank you. I just want to say that in my experience playing Forum Mafia, when people soft claim a role to avoid lunch, they are Mafia a very high percentage of the time. And if they're making that play, it's kind of a free roll for them because they don't actually have to claim anything and risk getting counterclaimed, but they're still getting the benefit of having people be scared to lynch them. And yesterday when Carlton was doing a soft claim, like it was so blatantly obvious, like it was even being discussed that he had soft claimed. And so at that point, if you're going to go that far with it and you're actually Town, you need to actually just make the claim. Like
I guess, and here's the add-on to that. If we can force Carlton to claim today, nobody should counterclaim today necessarily. Especially if it's a medic, right? No medic should counterclaim Carlton just because he claims medic, right? And then if
Nobody
it's a Vigi, and if they're the Vigi and he claims Vigi, the Vigi can just shoot Carlton. So
Eric, would you like him to come out?
Who, Carlton?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want anybody to come out at any point until I've said what I need to say.
Okay.
I think that would be a good
Let's
time.
Yeah, let's go.
It's been a 40-minute day.
Yeah, let's start wrapping things up.
So the green check is Ryzilla.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay.
Mafia?
The red check is Jason with an eye.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we got two Mafia then. Jason with an eye and Carlton.
Yep.
Okay, good. That was a lie. It's actually Rybo.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Well then that's good too. Okay, so okay, now that we have that, we know who we're gonna lynch. Can
do you guys see what I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good.
What do you do? Okay. Can we force Carlton to claim now? Like I really want this to happen.
I wasn't sure about Jason, so I had to like see what his reaction was gonna be.
My heart's pumping right now, motherfucker.
Dude, I was like, yes, I got it right from day one when you said that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Storzerg, I just have a few notes that I've taken throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
Storzerg and Kimball were extremely talkative for people that there was a red check hanging over their head, right? Normally, Mafia shuts up when there's a red check. And they were trying to figure things out at the same time. Rybo went hard on Carlton. He might have been trying to bust him. I don't think I've ever seen Rybo do that before. So make what you will.
I'd say I have.
Okay. So make what you will of it because I'm probably gonna be dead tonight. So
Question: I'm your green check. How do you feel about my read on Alan?
I thought Alan was safe in the beginning. I don't know about it anymore. So
Brian, actually, I wanted to say something to you about that before.
Sure.
Okay, sorry, Cable. I think that you read like when I was talking, I was kind of shivering because I actually you saw me eating. I was actually just like eating and drinking some ice water, so that's why I was shivering. I think we all know like when I'm Mafia, I can keep a straight face, so that's not a thing. If that was what it was.
Okay, so you drank some ice water and you shivered.
Yeah, like I have it like right here. You saw me eating. I was just eating.
I didn't. I did. Do you have the ice water there? Could you hold it up?
I don't think this means anything, but going with what Eric said, if Mafia were shutting up today, I'm confident that Ghost Claw and Alan are good lynches. I don't know what to make of the Carlton thing, though.
Well, we're obviously.
I actually want to talk about Jason's reaction though for a minute because, like, it was hard for me to gauge. I see what you did there, but I didn't myself get a read either way off of it. So I would like to talk about that a little bit, especially since you're cop. I want.
Wait, say that again.
Are you convinced that Jason is town because of the way that he reacted, or did it seem like a standard Mafia response? I want to talk about this a little bit before we move on because I didn't know what was going on. Like, I didn't know to pay attention.
Pay attention to my reaction, I think, was what he's saying.
Yeah.
I didn't either. I was kind of lost with that.
So, Rybo, what do you think? Do you think Eric is real cop?
So I want to ask Ryu something now. I want to go back to 2 of the votes. One was the vote on.
Wait, what about Jason? I haven't gotten anyone to talk about.
Continue then. Continue.
Okay,
so I think he was asking Eric.
Eric, yeah. What was your feeling about the way he responded?
I felt like it could have been more, but at the same time, I didn't want him to come out if he were medic or something like that. Like, I didn't want to fuck it up that badly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I wanted to put a stop to it before it got too far.
Right, but in that moment that you executed that, how did you feel?
I felt that it was pretty town. I mean, obviously you guys can't take it 100%.
Because it took him a little bit of time before he came out with he's fake cop. So I don't know if I didn't in or if it was reactive. I mean, what did everyone else feel about it?
I don't think that because he came, it took a few seconds that he's town, because it's unbelievable to him. So he's like, wait, what? Whereas if he was Mafia, he would have been ready to just be like, oh, he's faking cop.
I think he was like, whoa, you're a fake cop. Like, it wasn't that big of a.
I understand your concern, though. I see where you're coming from.
And just the fact that I'm so hard against Carlton and he was so in support of Carlton, it still makes me. If I just put Jason in my town camp, I've got to rethink a lot of things. So I'm not ready
I'm
to
have
do
to
that.
go out on a limb here and formal Eric.
Okay, you can be quiet the rest of the day now.
This is why we put seconds into place.
Okay, can I ask right now? If you're going back to the votes, the vote on me, because I was pretty sure that Mafia had to be in the group that voted for me. And I know Phil disagreed with me on that. But it looks, though, at this point that there was at least one, right? Because Rybo did vote for me.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Was Rybo the name that we had on both of those votes, me and Cameron?
Mm-hmm.
As well as Cable.
The other one is Cable.
Right.
Okay.
So Rybo voted for both Carlton and Cameron.
Yes.
And he said that Carlton and Keith are Mafia, and Town is me and Cable.
Okay, so Eric,
did you have a question for me, or were you just fact checking?
I wanted to clear up, because I was just wanted to make sure I had the right thing. 'Cause I haven't taken many notes, but that was one thing that I definitely wrote down. So I wanted to make sure I had the right thing.
Okay, sure.
So Eric, as your unconfirmed town, can you please force Carlton to claim? I feel it's very
anybody. He can't force anybody to do anything.
No, Eric can. Eric totally can. Eric is in the
position. He can't put a gun on his head and make him.
Stores, I don't think anyone agrees with you on this.
I don't think it's a protest.
I think it is.
I know you
I definitely don't agree with you. So
I'm pretty sure no one
I
else.
see where you're coming
agree
from,
with
but
this.
I don't think anyone agrees with you. So,
Kimball especially won't agree with you.
Guys,
What happens if Eric doesn't die and 2 other randoms die, and then Carlton claims tomorrow, right? And he gets away with it because
it doesn't matter. You can't force anyone to do anything.
So, hold on. What Eric? What did you say?
I said I'm almost 100% sure that Stores are his town.
Yes. So again, without anybody else talking, I want Eric to help me with this to force the claim.
No, there's nothing I can say to
Eric
him.
can't force shit. He can literally mute his mic and not say anything, and Eric can't do shit about it. Like that's how it. He can't force anybody to do anything. Okay.
I think we should move on from this.
Oh my god. Yes, he can. These are stupid.
Okay. So
Hard to make him understand.
outside of Rybo, I think the Mafia. So besides Alan, who's my biggest read, I want to say this about Cable. Here are my strikes against Cable. He voted twice. He was quiet after Eric wanted people to talk. And the third thing is Rybo gave 2 reads as town. Now, we agree that sometimes the Mafia do the 1 town, 1 Mafia theory. His 2 town reads were Cable and Eric. I don't see why anybody would have Cable strongly in their town unless maybe they were one of their Mafia buddies.
Nobody voted for Cable
yesterday. Who brought that formal on?
Chef did.
Chef.
And nobody voted.
Nobody voted, yeah.
Who seconded
Who
it?
did second that?
Storzer, maybe? I don't know.
I think
Some of them are
Storzer.
Maybe I did.
I think it was just one of those, yeah, let's do it type of things. Like, not
Yep.
I think, yeah, I definitely did it because
Okay. Well,
wanted to
if
get
it
shit
was
going,
that,
and I
tell
was
us
kind of
much.
pissed that Carlton vote failed.
Okay,
I think
my question.
Wait,
Anyway, can I?
wasn't that
wasn't
vote
much.
before me?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the Cable vote was.
It was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Cable was
Whatever.
first.
Okay, my question that I had before you came out and now you come out. What do you think about Keith? Eric.
It doesn't matter. It's the same position. Like, my read on him is not good enough for me to make something that you guys go off on him.
Fair enough.
I don't think Cable is Mafia. Ghost Claw, Allen make the most sense. I'm going with what Eric said in that during this whole day, Mafia were just sitting being quiet. I felt like Cable was actually talking a little bit, and he at least said more than Allen and Ghost Claw did.
Why doesn't Phil? Why doesn't Carlton fit in anymore?
No, he still does.
Okay.
I think those 4.
Do you still hold the vote? Because you said that you didn't think you thought it was like a one-sided vote.
Well, like if Carlton is town, I'm pretty sure Mafia could have pushed that over. It doesn't make sense. Otherwise, the Mafia is like me, Storzer, Kimball, or like Cable and Keith. None of that doesn't make sense.
Can we go over that vote again? Who voted for me, real quick? It was. I know I have Cable, Storzer, Kimball, Keith, Rybo, Phil.
Right.
Those 7 people.
So I think 1 Mafia was voting for you, and none of the other
I
Mafia
have
were.
6 written down. Who was the 7th? Who did I not get?
Kiwi.
So,
right?
hey, Eric.
I think Chef voted.
No. The votes from me were Cable, Storzer, Phil, me, Cameron, Rybo, Kimball.
I would just like to
Cameron,
reiterate
okay.
that Phil is feeling scummy.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm the medic. Phil, I saved night 1. Carlton's full of shit, and he needs to be shot by the Vigi. Like, I don't give a shit anymore.
Himself. Bam, bam, bam.
Because he's not the Vigi. Like, he's
Wait,
fucking
name your
full of
checks.
shit.
Name your checks.
How do you know there's no vision?
Name
How
my
is it not
checks.
You're-
Yeah, no,
My
it's-
checks.
I guess.
Did
I
you
mean,
already
they're
hear?
saved.
I said I
Whatever,
saved
dude.
Phil.
All
And
of them.
Phil. And that's it. Like,
Both times?
We at 4 town right now.
yes. Why would I not save the person I saved first night and got a save on?
1, 2,
again?
3, 4, 5, 6. We have 4 town and 6 Mafia, not including Rybo.
Like, and here's the deal. Like, Carlton, claim Vig right now. I dare you. I fucking dare you.
So, are you like totally dense on what went down in this game?
Okay. Dude, claim. Let's go, Carlton.
This is like
This is
so.
Is this necessary to
Stupid.
talk about? I don't know why we're talking
care.
about this.
Well, if there's a Vigi, they
Vig-
might as well just come out now, right? I mean,
Vig
fuck it.
might as well shoot Carlton because Carlton fake claimed.
No, you shouldn't shoot me.
Yes. You fake claimed a role.
I
And
faked soft claim a role. I
cops
didn't
out.
fake claim a role. I faked soft
I'm out.
claimed a role.
So Vigi just needs to shoot you. Like, I think it's pretty easy. We got 2 Mafia.
No, it's not that
No.
easy. Like, you really don't understand what happened in this game, do you?
So the only thing that could happen, and let me play devil's advocate to you, Store, and you tell me what you think, is if Carlton knew he was town and was about to get lynched and fake soft claim something so he doesn't get lynched and maybe takes a bullet at night or something. Does that make sense to you?
At least somebody's paying
No,
attention.
it doesn't make sense to me because I'm the medic.
their mind is
and
slow.
he didn't die, and Carlton didn't die.
I get the didn't die thing. I'm just saying.
No, not like
So going
like,
back to
like
the votes, I
Wha-
think
what-
it's
whatever.
clear that counties were voting for
Rybo.
counties were not voting for Cameron. Counties were voting for Carlton, with the exception
So-
of Rybo.
okay.
That's-
So
that's
here,
the way I
Aaron,
feel
here's
about
the deal. I'm gonna die tonight. because I'm going to put my save on you. Well, if there's 3 Mafia, maybe you die instead. Okay, but I'm still going to put my save on you. Maybe you get an extra check now. But the deal is, I think Carlton's the next Mafia that the vid should shoot.
Okay,
because I do not believe
you'll have a voice tomorrow. Today, we kill Rybo. You'll have a voice tomorrow about it, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
All right, 4 more.
No, that's one of the worst strategy in the game
are
is
we
to
ready?
tell a VG who you're going to shoot during the night. Because if you're
Yeah.
actually telling the VG to kill a person that is the town, you're just wasting a shot. You
And
don't
to come out-
tell a
to come
VG
out
who
and
to
fight
shot.
about
Hey,
that.
If you
Jason,
the VG, and if you the VG, you don't tell who you're going to
Actually,
shoot.
yeah. I
Also-
don't like your medic reveal this early though.
I don't care.
There's absolutely no reason to do it when it's obvious we already have one Mafia.
Hey, then maybe I don't die then, and maybe Eric doesn't die. Like I don't
formal
care.
Rybo.
Whatever.
I
Yeah, let's
formal
kill
Rybo.
Rybo.
I second.
Rybo.
We just
I'm not
vote.
gonna second
We have a
yet,
second
because-
on Rybo. Rybo, give your formal defense.
Can you just keep it short?
Yeah, good game.
Okay, voting in 3, 2, 1. Vote on Rybo. Rybo's dead. Everyone go to sleep. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, shit. Well, let's hope people didn't get...
Who's ready for Happy Kiwi Fun Time?
Happy Kiwi Fun Time. Oh, shit, I already drank mine.
See, that's your problem, Neil. You've got a glass. If you have a bottle, it doesn't run out as easy.
Yeah, but I don't like drinking from a bottle. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I need to mix it with something because the alcohol tastes yucky.
I don't think we can be friends anymore, Neil.
Alcohol's yucky. Get over it.
No,
Oh, he left me? I can't believe... Alright, thank you.
I'm kidding.
I think Neil is 100% pro town based on that statement.
100% pro town, I agree.
Yeah, here, I'll pretend to drink.
I don't know, man. There's lots of alcohols that you can just appreciate the taste of.
You know what?
I
Hold
know.
on. I got something that you might like. I'll be right back.
For everyone in chat, if you want to appreciate the taste of Rybo, join in
Jameson,
as well.
bro.
I like
Jameson and
Jameson as
Coke.
well. I actually really like whiskeys in general, and I feel terrible for drinking Southern Comfort because it's kind of like a bitch drink in
Alright.
the world of whiskeys. But seriously, whiskeys,
Here you go, Kiwi.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with
I've-
this?
no, I'm not. What's
Is that European schnapps?
This is 160 proof rum from Austria.
Nice.
Yes.
That reminds me of I used to drink Bundaberg Overproof from Australia. That was only 60%. So 120 proof.
It smells like fire.
Yeah. That's pretty much the same as Bacardi 151, what you've got there. Except
Except
from
this actually
Austria.
tastes
Except
good.
it's better.
Bacardi 151 is disgusting. This actually
I
tastes
can't
delicious.
stand that.
Yeah.
It-
I used to
it
breathe
tastes-
fireballs with Bacardi 151. A friend of mine bought a bottle once way back when, and we had a party, and it was disgusting, and no one wanted it. So we went to the backyard and take 2 shots, and then just breathe it out over a lighter. Kids, don't do this at home. You're gonna get yourself killed. We did it, and it was hilarious and fun.
I actually did
When we
that
were
because
sober.
I was a bartender for a year, and you used to use Bacardi 151 for blowing fireballs. If you wanted to do a flaming Dr. Pepper shot, that was the way to go. It was really good for that.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
Our Barcraft venue won't let us do 151. It sucks.
Really? Why not?
We wanted to have Blue Flame Hellions as one of our drinks,
Ooh.
and they're like, "Oh no, 151 gets people too drunk, so we don't serve it here at all. We don't promote getting people drunk."
That's why you light it on fire. You burn off some
Right?
of the alcohol.
That's the whole point.
That's so dumb.
Yummy.
Actually, if you want to get really drunk, what you do is light Bacardi 151 on fire and do a backdraft because the alcohol evaporates into the cup and it goes into your lungs and gets absorbed faster. It passes the GI tract. So
This
it
guy
actually
knows how to
goes
get drunk.
straight into your bloodstream.
Jesus Christ! I think
Come on, guys.
no, we need to stop this. Do not tell people how to get that drunk. Bad
Kiwi, I
Kiwi.
heart you. I heart you a
I'm
lot.
just
Kiwi.
saying.
All right,
Just
guys.
saying.
Let's wake up. Everyone, please wake up.
I'll go
Kiwi,
to
go to
sleep.
sleep. With the exception of Eric and Carlton. Eric and Carlton, you are dead.
I killed Carlton.
Store, you didn't save Eric.
Wait.
Store.
They double stacked him, obviously. Vigi
I
just
killed
claimed that
Carlton.
they shot
Okay.
Carlton. I saved
Yeah,
him.
Keith just said that he shot Carlton.
Yeah, so, like, chill.
All right, I just wanted to get your reaction.
I'm sorry. Who got killed besides Carlton?
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric. He was.
And Eric.
Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, I'm the medic. We got Ryan as town. We got Phil as town. Who shot?
Just want to say we're in.
Okay, and we have Keith.
If Carlton was
so-
the wrong shot, we're in Miss Lynch right now, or lose. If it was
Okay.
the right one, we're pretty
Dude,
safe.
I'm pretty sure he was town. Like,
I can't buy that.
I don't. Yeah, I was on store side this whole time.
Like, I don't know. It was stated earlier. It's definitely a very Mafia thing to do, to soft claim like that.
Okay, so I
The biggest thing I didn't like about it was that both times he gave a defense, he didn't give a defense. So
Yeah.
that's what like frustrated me about it.
Okay, well let's
So-
not worry
Yeah,
about
next,
that. Let's focus on.
guys, can I propose? Can I propose
Yes,
something?
go Ryan.
Okay. Myself, Store, Phil, Keith is our confirmed town. If we believe Keith as Vigi, there's no counter, so there had to be a Vigi, unless Store is lying and they killed two, but that's probably not what happened. So I'm believing everything that happened.
Okay.
So
good.
what I want to do is add one town and ride or die and kill everyone else. All we have to do is add one town that hasn't been checked. Ride or
Kimball.
die with that group, and that's it. Kimball is who I want to ride or die with. Who do the rest of you guys feel like you want to ride or die with?
I have a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do you not think that it's possible that it's Starzerg, Phil, and Keith, the three Mafia left?
There's almost no chance that Storzerg,
Oh my God,
Phil,
did
and
you
who?
see the frustration I had yesterday? Like, really?
Storzerg, Phil, and who?
Phil and Keith.
Keith.
Yeah.
No, that'd be crazy.
yeah, I mean,
So,
if
okay, let me
that's
just
true,
wrap
they
my head
deserve
around
the
it.
win. Just straight
Okay,
up,
so
they
if
deserve
that
to win if
happened,
that's the case.
if that happened, let's just wrap my head around it.
If that happened, we kill in like Alan
So that means
or
that
Robbie
means the
or
medic
Cable.
that means that the medic was already dead. So it had to be either Carlton really was medic, which he wasn't because he would have claimed.
Or Team, who was so frustrated when he died.
Okay, so the 1 in 15 chance that Tim is medic, or your crazy conspiracy claim. That's that it's one of those two,
Or
which
one of
leads
us.
me. Which leads
and
me
the
to
Vigi,
believe,
and the Vigi has to be dead.
which leads me to believe that with our ride or
Yeah.
die strategy, you're in desperation mode.
I'm
And
not in inspiration mode. I already said before, you said the right and die, that if there's three, like the shot on Carlton was really a shot from the BG, and it was a bad, we're in Miss Lynch or die right now.
Here's my
Because it would be
question.
three
Here's
Mafias
the
against
deal.
the rest.
here's a question. Do you think Jason with an I? What is
Yes.
your thought on Jason with the doctor?
Pending.
With the doctor.
The doctor. I had a bad vibe on him, mostly because of the way he was so enlightened on Starzerg.
So if you say you hypothetically believe the Ford town, who's your ride or die?
For how many, like, I already said that if I think that those three are Mafia, like, it would be you, me, Robbie, Cable.
No. I'm saying assume you believe me,
Come on,
Store,
Jason.
Bill, and Keith are all town. Assume you believe that. Who do you think we should ride to victory with?
I assume that you're all town, you just have to kill the other four. Like, me, you, Keith.
No, but there's one.
You're
there's
not
one
answering
more.
the question, though.
There's one more that we have to add to the circle. So okay, between Alan,
That's
Kimball,
myself, though.
no, but not
Can't
you,
answer
but
stuff.
not
That's
okay.
not how this game is played.
Alan, Kimball,
Right.
Cable, Ghostclaw. Which one of those are the towniest?
You don't have to add any of those, Ryan, because that's 5 of us and 4 of them.
Just
We kill
answer
one.
the question.
Holy jeez.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Took a while to understand. Yeah, okay, because there's a Mafia dead. Which one's the towers?
Yeah,
Kimball.
What?
Okay, let's
What
do
the
it then.
What?
Kimball.
He just said
What
let's
is it?
Kimball on fire.
wanted to kill him off?
Which one is the towers to me? Is that what you asked?
The
Okay.
most like town.
Yes, Kimbo.
But we still need to try to get the best possible lunch today, right? Just in case.
I like Alan.
Dude, it's not me.
I
prefer.
I like Alan.
I
Alan-
feel like you
Alan-
should
Alan-
notice how many people are going after me, and that
Alan,
usually
here's a
means someone
question.
is town.
Alan, here's a question. How do you feel about Kimball?
Kimball, I like that he didn't vote on Tim because I thought Tim was town based on the votes. But then I don't like that he went on Carlton because I thought Carlton was town.
So you thought Carlton was the real power role?
Well, I don't know if it was real, but I thought he was town at least.
No, but he.
I know
Okay.
he soft claimed whatever. Like he could have been faking it. I don't know. But I'm pretty
okay,
sure.
I'll ask you the same question I asked Jason with an I. Between Jason with an I, Jason with the Doctor, Ghost Claw, and Cable, who's your towniest?
Out of the four, I would say Jason with the eye because I said when he gave his defense, it wasn't like his usual, like, oh, this is stupid, like deflecting kind of thing. Because I usually read his defense really well, and I think he's the most talented of all of them because of that.
I like
Okay,
killing
I have
Alan.
two things.
Yeah,
I have two
I like
things
killing
real
them
quick.
both, but
First of all, didn't Jason right before you asked him the question say that he didn't like Kimball?
Yeah.
I said earlier. I said yesterday.
Yeah, that's the
I wasn't
problem.
liking my instance on Kimbo was bad because the way he was riding Star, and I wasn't okay with Star. That's what I said.
Okay, so that's weird in itself. And then my second question is, Ryuzilla, like, why is Phil so hardly in your town read?
Because he got
Because
saved by
Star's
the medic.
accidentally saved him.
so this is a numbers game at this point. We are.
Yeah.
we
Okay.
have to trust
I
that
formal
scores
Alan.
matter.
I formal Alan.
Hold on, before we go with the formal, I would say that I guess in order. You don't have to go by this since I'm gonna die tonight, but in order that I think the lunches, I think we can go Alan, Jason, and Ghost Claw would be my preferred order.
I'm pretty sure Ghost Claw comes before.
Yeah,
Eric
before we do
believed
anything else
Jason.
today, I want to hear
Okay,
Ghost
well,
Claw.
Eric
okay.
believed Jason with an eye when he claimed the cup.
Whoever's
Yeah, but-
alive, I think
But
we
like
can talk about
this
it
whole
tomorrow.
situation between Jason and Jason, though, like
I
that whole
understand.
thing, like
It's like a confusion, right? Like he's confused. I don't think it means
Yeah, and
anything.
he was
If
confused.
anything, I think it
supporting
means
Carlton, and I still think Carlton was Mafia.
Like, but no, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
here's
I
no,
agree
no, no.
with that, too.
Here's my problem, Phil, with Jason right now is that he says he doesn't like Dr. Kimball, right? Because of X statement, right? And then when he's asked, and he finally understands the question, who does he think the most towniest is? How is that possible for that person to come up when it should have been, in my opinion, either Alan, Ghost Claw,
So
or
you think
Cable?
Mafia would make that mistake?
Yes,
Also-
like
Okay, second. That's fine. Second. What reason? Give me reasons why Ghost Claw is more town than Jason with an eye. I want at least 3.
I couldn't give you.
Yeah, you can't because Ghost Claw is much more Mafia than Jason with an eye.
But I listed both. I listed those 3 for the
I
next
understand your concern with Jason with an eye. I understand that.
Okay.
But Ghost Claw, like, obvious.
Ghost Claw, do you
Alan,
get like
obvious?
do you
Those
get
two should be
upset rolling
first.
Mafia so much? Do you get upset rolling Mafia so much?
I'm town, 100% town. And
No, can you answer the question? I mean, you got rolled Mafia last game.
Does it make
And
you so
I would-
upset you could twirl your pin feverishly? Does it make you
yeah.
that upset?
I'm just staring at you guys' faces.
Yeah,
I would
trying to-
almost
trying to get
kill-
those reads right.
After those two, I would almost kill Cable. I think I would kill Cable first before I killed either of the Jasons.
I think
But
Ghost Claw
like-
is a great.
Part of why I'm more safe on Cable
Cable's
is
town.
because Cable didn't realize why you were safe.
Yeah.
If he was
and
Mafia,
Jason with an eye
he would have
also
known night 1.
realized the question he was asking. Like
Okay,
confusion's
well-
a towns thing. He wouldn't have messed that up.
Whatever.
I mean, do we want to keep going? So right now,
I think the plan is to kill Alan, then kill Ghost Claw. That's
I like the plan.
I want to hear Ghost
let's
Claw
start with
talk.
the.
Yeah, we might as well
I
have
agree
Ghost
with
Claws
that.
talk
I'd
today.
like to-
I don't actually think it really matters. I think you guys are gonna kill me either way.
Whatever, just talk.
that's easy.
But yeah,
Yeah. I actually think you guys are gonna kill me either way, so I think it's fine.
So I feel like
it's
the
not fine.
the town here should be elated that we've got a great end game strategy,
Mm-hmm.
and you just seem like defeated. Ghost Claw.
Well, I mean, I'm super happy that we're gonna win, and I'm really sad that I'm not considered town towards the end.
Right. You're super happy right now?
Yeah. I totally think it actually doesn't matter. Like that's actually
Okay. So that's not a mafia guilty grin that you're getting. That's your. We did it, guys.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever actually seen a game where Ghost Claw was town, and did he talk in it?
I feel like he talks
Part
more
of
than
that's part of the joke. That's part of the joke. Is it actually doesn't matter what I say at all ever in the game.
Because he gets lynched with
You
fire.
haven't said anything in this game.
So okay. Change your mindset. Pretend we're not going to lynch you with fire.
You're actually gonna lynch me with fire either way because I'm not.
No. Just
so
fucking pretend.
It actually doesn't matter.
Well, even if we lynch you, you can still help us out before we lynch you. So tell us something important.
Yeah, what's the order you would kill people in?
No, don't ask him that. He should just give his reads, or he should talk. Like,
well, that's a very targeted way of me asking him for his
Yeah, it's very targeted way.
Yes.
Jason with an eye, are you going to bitch about your Mafia teammates post game?
What?
Ryan, I swear, I think you're doing like this is not.
So,
the only way I could be throwing. Well,
Is if-
okay, possibly
Here's the
there's
thing,
the
I agree
conspiracy
with the
theory.
Ghost Claw thing because it's like it's. I'm not gaming, but I
you
know
guys
I'm
are-
town, and I'm pretty sure Jason with the eye is town. So I don't like where you're going with this like at all. I think you're gonna.
If you
If
think
kill
you-
Ghost Claw first, I'm
If you both are
100%
town,
fine with that.
if you both are town, that means you believe either Storzerg and Phil are both Mafia together.
Yeah, that's
or,
the problem.
Or
like,
you
I
believe Keith is Mafia. So
Like,
if you,
I know what I'm saying. Like that's the problem. I can't convince you because you're so set on this, which is
well,
true. That
I'll give you a chance. I formal Alan.
Do we have a second?
Before I'll second it, and just one statement. I really think that Carlton was the second Mafia, so I really think there's only two left in the circle. But we can lynch with fire with Alan first. Second.
If Ryan, I'm telling you, I think you're making a big mistake because I know I'm town. And I'm pretty sure Jason's town. Like out of the other people, Jason is my top town. And like I know why you're doing it because yes, it makes sense. It's the most likely like thing. Like that's what I would normally like push also. But since I know I'm town and my read on Jason is fairly strong, like this is why I'm so torn. Because it's so impossible to convince you if you're already like set on this. And I know it doesn't make sense. Like if
The only
bad game
play
for me.
the only possible
game
play
for
I
me.
could see you be making is you're Mafia and you might maybe know Jason with an eye as town and you're hoping we carry Kimball who maybe is your Mafia buddy. Like,
I can't
that's
say
the only
I
meta
can't-
thing I can see here.
I can't say anything. Like this is just a terrible game for me. I can't convince you.
So what I want to hear is not I can't convince you. Explain to me how Store and Phil are Mafia together. Or
See,
explain to
that's
me
the
how
hard
Keith is.
part. Like, well, what Keith? Were you gonna say something?
No, Alan, you can continue.
I have a thought for later.
My whole basis of this is that I thought Carlton was town. Like whether or not he was a power role, like based on his play, I read him as town, as did Eric. That's why like it's so weird for me because I also had a town read on Phil, but then he thought I was Mafia and he thought Carlton was Mafia. But it can't just be Phil. Like it has to be Phil and Store, which I can't. Fuck it,
So
going-
I'm pretty sure if Alan was town, he would be saying something like, well, the remaining Mafia is Ghost Claw, Jason with an eye, and then like Cable or something.
It's obvious that it's Ghost Claw. Like I don't think it's Jason though.
I'm sorry. I need to ask
But
a
that's
question.
what
I don't
makes-
know if I can ask it right now. Would it be permissible to rescind just for a second? Because I just noticed someone said something that really I just need to talk about it for a
Yes,
second.
please
rescind. Go ahead.
You can just
Go ahead.
talk. New is not here to hear the scene.
Okay, so there are three
Thank
Mafia,
you.
right? They have double kill power, right? We're sure
Correct.
of this?
Carlton could have
We're fairly sure.
Barely, like 99-ish.
Carlton's fault.
Hold on, Store. Carlton could have what?
He could have been Mafia because he was shot at night by Keith.
Okay, right. Okay, that clears up everything. Okay, because I was thinking if you weren't sure that they double stacked Eric and you saved him, then like that doesn't make sense. But they would have been able to double stack him, and Carlton could have been Mafia and killed, so then there could still be two. Okay, I'm
it
sorry.
does make sense.
When day started, I was confused when Eric died because I heard 2 deaths, but then Keith said he shot.
Let's hear from
So-
Keith. Keith, what you got?
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. If we're correct about all the people who are cleared, and if we're correct in clearing Kemble, then we have a lock as long as there's only 1 kill power. So what I'm thinking then is we need to consider the possibility that Carlton was town, and then consider who's most likely to be Mafia in that scenario, and lynch that person. And as long as we hit the Mafia there, then we can lynch the rest in any order.
So if Carlton was town, likeliest Mafia is probably Storzerg or something, which I'm not willing to win.
I think it'd be Kimball, actually.
Of the other people, the only other person who voted for Carlton was Cable.
Out of all of you guys, what? That doesn't.
Wait, which of the 5 people in question voted for Cameron? I think it's Alan, Ghostclaw, and that's it.
I was the first one to try to push on camera.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't vote on
Cable, Ghostclaw,
I did
and
not
Alan
vote on Carlton.
for Cameron.
Jason.
And
I did not vote on Carlton.
I did not vote on Carlton.
I didn't vote.
I voted both Carlton and Cameron.
I didn't vote neither.
Okay.
Wait, did Ghostclaw not vote for Cameron?
I'm just saying that for today, I think.
I didn't vote for Carlton.
No, I
Alan
agree.
is
We need to make our most just in case Carlton. But if Carlton wasn't Mafia, then the people who are left as not confirmed town don't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to reason, but it does not,
but you're okay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that to you. I apologize.
I know you're about to say I'm Mafia. I know it's fine.
So if Carlton was town, why didn't either Ghostclaw, Jason with an Eye, or Alan vote for him?
Because I'm town.
Because I'm town.
Robbie is the most Mafia.
Well,
you guys
if
are
Carlton is town, one of you 3 has to be Mafia.
I hate how the votes went because it makes me and Ghostclaw look like we're on the same team.
I both agree with Keith that it's really important, just in case there's 3, that we still get the right person. I think Carlton was Mafia. The only other possibility is that none of the other lynches that we got were Mafia.
I if you guys want to lynch Robbie or something, I'd be down for that too.
Well, I think based on the votes, Alan makes the most sense.
Yeah,
he voted for Cameron.
Well, so did Robbie.
Robbie said he didn't vote for Cameron. Is he lying?
No, I did vote for
Cameron. He didn't vote for
Cam, didn't vote for Carlton.
He did vote for.
He also refused to talk, when we were pressuring him, to say anything.
Okay, so then Robbie or Alan, it's fine.
Yeah, I would
Dude, it's not me.
I would make Ryzilla to make the call because he's the
only confirmed the town 100% sure.
It's still possible that Carlton was Vigi and he shot Eric, and Eric was actually fake cop, and Keith and Store and Phil. I'm just saying it's not 100%, but he's the most.
Just don't even talk about it. Don't there's no
I'm a
point.
stats guy. Come on.
He wasn't in a role.
I mean,
but that being said, I want Bregor to choose.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll let you choose.
You're not Bregor, man.
No,
give me 2 seconds. You guys can keep talking.
Okay. So while he has the 2 seconds, hold on. While he has the 2 seconds, can we stop talking about the possibility that myself, Phil, or Keith could in any way be Mafia? We need to just drop.
Yeah,
we need to drop that right now.
Yeah.
Because there's no point talking about it, and there's no point commenting on what I'm saying right now either.
So if Carlton was town, why didn't one of Ghostclaw, Jason with an Eye, or Alan vote for him? That would have gotten majority. If Ghostclaw is town, then there's 3 Mafia in the remaining people, right? So one of those 3 has to be Mafia. Why didn't they just put their hand up in the Carlton vote? That would have just been easy.
Wait, what were you saying, Phil?
I'm saying that if Carlton was town, one of you 3 at least would have voted for him. If Carlton was town, Carlton would have died.
I formal Alan.
Because
it's not me.
Oh, because there's at least one of them that is Mafia. Okay, so
that's right.
The last thing that I just looked at, Alan, is your 2 Mafia reads are Store and Kimball.
I know. I know.
Okay. So either you really fucked up, or you have to go back on your reads because you're backed into a corner.
That's.
I
know.
Okay.
I know.
Any new reads when he was pressured? Either
Right. He
kind of
said he
flailed
just said
around.
I know, and he didn't. Even when I said, okay,
I
then
know how
Tuck
bad this
convinced
is. I
Gave
know
me.
how
this
bad
gave
this
the
is.
same defense that Ghost Claw gave. The
Okay, so
you're
I
gonna lynch
formal
me
Alan,
anyway.
do I have a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay. Alan?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I already said, like, out of the others who I thought was Town, and I know I'm Town, so I really hope you will take this back by the end of the formal, because that is going to fuck us. I swear. I know my reads have been off. That's why I'm so pissed. Like, unless somehow they're fucking us, then they deserve to win. I'm fine with that. But the problem is, why am I so wrong? Like, that's weird. I don't know.
Okay.
So, right now, I know what you thought before. Right now, based on things, do you still think Carlton's Town?
I still think Carlton's Town. I think Jason's Town. I can buy that Keith was.
Okay. Now, if you still think Carlton was Town, you still think there's suspicion on myself and Phil?
Well, maybe not you, but at least like Kimball, like at least. But it is possible it's you and Phil like doing some crazy shit. Like that's why I'm like,
you can't like say that shit about me and Phil right now. Like that is like not up for discussion. Like,
well,
like you need to change your mindset right now.
Why
Because
do I have to do that?
you're not changing your mindset, and so we can't get any reads off you.
Why am I not allowed to have my own opinion? Like, it's okay. Like if I'm wrong, that's fine, or if somebody else is wrong, that's fine. Like,
It's not that you're not allowed to have your own opinion. It's that the opinion of the game right now is between the confirmed town. The consensus is that myself, Ryuzilla, Phil, and Keith are all town, and that we are sticking with the plan.
well, that's
that
the
we have
consensus
to
of
be
most
town.
people. That doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I don't just like follow everyone else. Like,
I think I could
you
solve
never
this problem
see me do
by
that.
indirectly asking a question to another person. So this is probably outside of formaling, but please excuse me. Cable, tell me who you think is the remaining Mafia. Just go.
I'm totally sold on Ghost Claw. He's been super sketch all game. I'm weird on Allen, but I don't think I don't know. But I think Kimball, because the whole Carlton thing that threw me off on Kimball on the last round. So
all right, Cable's Town. So if Allen was Town, he would say something to the effect of Ghost Claw and like Jason with an eye and Cable remaining Mafia.
So I disagree. I think that Mafia are at a point where they have to throw Kimball under the bus, or we're gonna ride or die with him. And so I wouldn't be so quick to clear Cable, because that's kind of their only play.
I mean, Ghost Claw and Allen makes the most sense.
Okay, but after that, I still want to kill Cable. I don't think that he's.
After that, we could deal with it when it comes.
Okay, I trust in you, Phil.
I trust in Kimball. So,
thanks. Oh my God! You make one verbal slip up. Fucking hashtags. Okay. Anyway, let's. Anything for or against Allen before we go to vote? Let's do this.
I'm just not sure we should do him first. I don't know.
Would you rather do Ghost Claw first?
It's fucking like it's so obvious that it's Robbie. Like I'm pretty sure everyone can say that.
whether Allen's right or not, or is not Mafia, I agree with him on Ghost Claw.
I think we need a vote right now on Allen. I think we should go to vote.
Make a mistake, Ryan.
Let's vote.
Do it.
Yeah, let's vote.
All right. So voting on Allen in 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay, Allen, you are dead. Everybody, go to sleep. We are down to 8 players remaining. This will be day 3. Currently, it is night 2 because we start with the night 0.
Wait, another player awoke. What is this?
Kiwi.
Okay, so
this.
wait. Chat has to know. Okay, Neil's going to do a shot of his 80% alcohol. So can we get some love for Neil, chat?
Oh, also, dead players.
Dead players unite, but also
I'm holding up my juice for my dead comrades. Do this shit.
Neil doesn't want to do a game 3. So chat, if you want to see a game 3, then you have to convince Neil.
Kiwi is misrepresenting my statements. Kiwi is wildly misrepresenting my statements. I will keep them private until the game is over.
Chat knows that I
Kiwi
never
knows you love
misrepresent
him,
anything.
and he's trying to manipulate your love. He's trying to manipulate your love, chat. To town, everyone. To town. To town.
100% pro town.
Man,
Wow.
that Hawaiian punch is really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it feels like burning all the way down my throat.
I
And
love
in my
Dr.
belly.
Pepper.
It burns.
Hey,
worry,
Tim,
you
is that
you
really
guys
you
will
or
get
is that a
used to it.
fucking GIF?
Huh?
Is that you or is that a GIF?
No, it's literally me. So
Go to sleep, you guys. Or no, I don't fucking care right now.
So,
the roles haven't been
you
figured out yet.
whoever enjoys
Guys, Neil's drunk. Do whatever you want. Just message him. I'm Batman. Res me. And go for it.
That might work right now.
By the way, I'm Priest.
everyone
Did I
sends
mention
a
that?
Twitch PM that says, "Where is Dent?"
Actually, no, wait. Hold on. All the roles are in. All the roles are in. You guys go to sleep. You're dead. Go away. Go away. Dead people, go away. Dead
Where's
people, go away.
Dent? Where's
All right.
Dent?
Would everyone please wake up with the exception of Storzerg?
GG's, guys. Good luck.
Where's Storzerg?
Okay, so
Okay, that was nice.
obviously only 2 left.
Oh,
So,
well, I think we're most sold on Ghost Claw, right? Like,
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm still on Kimball.
I mean, you can go with Ghost Cloud now, and then tomorrow.
I want to ask.
Tomorrow.
I want to ask my bros, Phil and Keith. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna kill Ghost Claw tonight. Out of the remaining Cable and Jason, who's next?
I think just lunch all of them except for Kemble.
I agree, but if we want to do an order, like
I would say to lunch to lunch Cable because I'm afraid he would miss lunch if he's town and he's with Kimball at the end based on the thing he's saying.
That's so harsh, dude.
I agree with that.
Dude.
Like I want to enforce my will.
I think we need to come up with the plan now. So Phil,
I'm fine with that plan.
okay, I formal Ghost Claw.
Dude, that's so lame.
You should be happy.
Lynch
This
the
is-
best.
I'll
win, bro.
second if no one else is going to.
No, I really
No, I mean I'm down on Ghost Claw this game, but like Cable's gonna miss Lynch.
So
Like, that's
here's what I want to
lame,
say.
dude.
I'm really certain the game's going to end after we kill Ghost Claw. If it doesn't, like, I'm pretty sure the other 3 are town. So I wouldn't just kill Cable. I would first like reevaluate the votes that have happened on the past days because those things are revealing. Reevaluate who formal to, who is going against who before you decide to kill Cable or
Fair
Jason.
enough. Okay, we'll
Just-
reevaluate. But I think Kimball
I mean,
is
it doesn't need to be long, but
okay. Ghost Claw, your defense.
Not Mafia in town. You're gonna lose the game if you end up killing me.
Are we?
All right,
Go to vote. Neil.
All right, ready. 3, 2, 1, vote. Ghost Claw, you're dead. Everyone go to sleep. It was a really, really fast day. It's the fastest day I've ever seen. Everyone, send in your rolls. Cop,
was
medic,
smart,
Vigi,
though.
Mafia. What?
They traded in Ghost Claw for Kiwi, and I think they made the right decision.
I think so too. I'll pretend to drink, but I'm not drinking anymore. No, blah, blah, blah. Kids, don't drink. Drinking is bad for you. Drink
Guys,
responsibly.
drinking is bad. This is actually.
You should smoke
iced
instead.
tea. Yeah.
Just whatever your
Smoking
drug,
pot.
whatever your drug of choice is, be it alcohol or other.
No, I said smoking
Be
pot.
careful with it and be
In the southern
responsible.
hemisphere, drugs are good for you and school is bad for you. But those of us in the northern hemisphere need to be careful about drinking.
No,
Says
no,
the
I
guy
think the
working
northern
on his
Eric, get on Skype.
PhD.
Eric, get on Skype. Eric, get
In
on
North
Skype.
America.
Says the guy working on his PhD. No, just be responsible. That's all I want. That's all I want. Like if you're gonna drink or something else, just know what you're doing. Know your limits. Do your research.
Guys, just so you know, the only reason I drink, possibly to excess, I used to live in New Zealand. It's a beautiful place. I love it. There's sheep everywhere. Oh, they're so sexy. There's trees. It's beautiful. But I moved to Cleveland. Now I live in Cleveland, and there's no sheep. There's no-
I have a question,
I have a
Kiwi.
roommate from
Hold on.
Cleveland,
I,
and
I, I have a very important question. Kiwi, do you prefer the sheep or the hobbits?
You know, Okay, I've actually got one tiny story to tell about the Hobbits. Is that the Shire was like filmed, like my mother's house is on one side of the hill, and the Shire is on the other side of the hill. So I actually lived right fucking next door to the Shire.
Dude, that's so cool.
I don't believe you. I do not believe you. I think you are fucking trolling us.
You think okay? You think I'm a mafia?
No.
That's
Here.
fine.
You give me your mom's address, and I will Google Maps that and see if it's next to the Shire.
Okay.
Please don't do it in
Yeah, send
public.
it to me in chat. Send it to me in chat. I will
Okay.
confirm or deny that. In the
Sounds a
meantime,
little creepy,
you
Danielle.
guys
Give
need
me
to go
your
to sleep because it's time
mom's
for Mafia. Wait, no, hold on. Commercial. Yeah, commercials are done. You guys go to sleep. Alive people that are alive, wake up. Except for Keith. Keith, you're dead. Kiwi, you're also dead. Go to sleep.
Okay. Bye, guys. It was fun.
Goodbye.
All right. I still think it's Kimball. I think he's been throwing you guys off this whole time, dude.
Thanks, Gabriel.
So Phil, if let's say there are somehow two Mafia, who are they?
Cable Jason with an eye.
Then there has, I mean,
Why not Kimball?
doesn't make sense. Wait, I need to think about this.
You got to understand that some of these Mafia play randomly.
Yeah, that's the difficult part.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they bust, sometimes
Who voted
they do
for
random
Jason
shit.
with an eye on day one?
Hold on, let me look.
Eric, Storzerg,
Me, Eric, and
Ryan.
Storzerg. The towniest fucking
Three
town
towns.
ever.
The cop confirmed,
The cop.
check, and the medic.
Okay. Let's see. So here we can give their reads. So Jason with an eye. Let's see. Fuck, I didn't write his down.
I went for Kimball and Storzerg when we didn't have a cop check.
So
and after the cop,
yeah, Cable's reads are pretty legit. Carlton is Mafia and Eric and Store is Town. Kimball
Wait, say that
is,
again?
Carlton is Mafia and Eric and Store is Town.
Who said that?
Those are Cable's reads. When
reads.
Eric was asking the two.
Right.
And then we have so Kimball's reads, he said Carlton and Allen are probably Mafia. Store, Eric, Keith, and Ryan are Town. And this is before Keith came out as Vigi and before Store came out as Medic. And I didn't write down Jason with the eyes, unfortunately. I
I already said,
yeah.
You can believe I'm not lying though.
Yeah.
It was Kimball and Storzerg for Mafia, and I had Carlton for Town at the time. Well, through the whole game. That's what I said.
But you said Kimball and Storzerg were Mafia?
I said that I was reading bad on Storzerg and Kimball when Eric was asking people.
Okay.
You know what's great? Like, so here's what I think, Phil. Both Jason and Cable for the past 2 days have thought Kimball was the most Mafia out of our ride or die crew.
Me?
Right. Well, it's not going to be anybody else on your ride or die
I
crew.
said the other way around, Ryan. When
What
you
I
said
mean
that,
is,
when you said I should pick someone of those, said pick one of those fours to be the Town.
Yeah.
I said Kimball.
Yeah, you did that, but before you said that, you said you've been seeing Kimball do a lot of bad things.
Yeah,
and
I've been after Kimball a lot, but when you put those 4 people on an equal, I said of those 4, it was Kimball.
All right, and then Cable, like I feel like the only play that Mafia have are to kill Kimball. Otherwise, we ride or die with the plan, and that's it.
Unless Kimball's Mafia and he's throwing you guys down, like
right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Isn't it
saying.
convenient for him to jump on the ride or die crew and like ride on?
He didn't
through?
jump on. No, he didn't jump on it. We picked him
You
up.
put him there, and
he was
didn't-
hitchhiking, and we passed like 4 dudes and picked him up.
Of course, that's what he's gonna do.
Okay, so but here's likelier scenario is that you're Mafia and you realize you only have 1 win condition, and that only win condition is to kill Kimball.
Well,
if you're
that's
Mafia,
Kimball's
that's your
win condition too, and that's Jason's win condition too. He just picks, like, it's not really saying much what you're saying right now.
So right now, Jason with an eye. If there's 1 Mafia left, who is it?
I'm going with Cable.
Okay, yeah.
And Cable, you think it's Kimball?
Yes.
And Kimball?
I honestly feel that it's both of them, and like you're saying, the only way that they win is if they kill me. That I may be wrong.
Kimball, you're in the position of most knowledge here. Kimball, you know more than anyone else in town.
That's not true. If you want me to pick,
it is true. It is true because if you're Mafia, you know who everyone is, and if you're Town, you know that the game's won.
Right.
Okay.
So it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't matter. I feel like Cable is a little bit more Mafia. Okay, so if Cable's Mafia and Jason is Town, and he gets me killed, that doesn't help him yet. Then he has to convince you guys to kill Jason over me.
That's easy though. It's easier to convince.
Right.
No, because you're already dead. Like
Jason wants you guys.
Dead, Cable.
Jason wants you guys to kill Cable, and if you kill Cable, and then it's one of you, Jason and myself, we're obviously going to kill him. So just because of that, I feel more like Cable is doing the desperation play. Like Cable. If Cable's the only Mafia, Cable can't let you kill Jason first.
Why?
Same thing. Because, like I said, if we kill Jason and say Phil, you and I go on to the final day.
Yeah.
Phil and I are going to kill you. Like I don't think that you can convince them that you're more Town than me. Okay, so Jason says he wants to kill you now. This could be a meta play, but if that's who he truly wants to kill, then he knows he's going to die if you're not the only Mafia. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
so you're saying that I don't think that's possible. I think it's just one Mafia, and I think it's you.
What is your thing like? If Jason and I is Town, is that what you're trying to get at?
Yes,
kind of.
It feels more like he's Town and more like Cable is Mafia, because if he's Town, he'd be okay with killing Cable. If he's Mafia, he would want me dead now, because then like he can argue later that he's more Town than Cable.
Who voted for Cameron on the second day?
I did. I voted for Cameron and Carlton.
What Jason and I vote?
Neither. I didn't vote for neither of them.
And I voted for Carlton and not Cameron. So
I
mean,
backed
that's
this up.
pretty telling.
This is all true. I have that all written down. I was just looking at that. It's all true.
So at this point, I don't see any reason to deviate from the plan of killing Cable than killing with Jason with an eye. We could still talk, but at this point, that's where I'm at.
Okay. Well, I will formal Cable, and we'll talk tomorrow.
I'd rather talk now while two of us are still alive.
Okay. Well, what do you still think? Because so the only thing we need to talk about is what we think about Kimball. That's the only thing we have to discuss.
Yeah.
To be honest, if Kimball's Mafia, I'm willing to give him the win at this point.
Well, if that's the point, if you're willing to give him, he has indeed played a great game.
If he's Mafia,
but you're willing to let him win.
I've been pretty passive, like today and also somewhat yesterday in the discussion of me. If you would like to keep this between yourselves, I will completely butt out. If you would like for me to argue in my favor, I'd be happy to as well.
No,
I don't have a preference either way. So
he's just playing on your good sides, guys. Like he's just doing whatever you say exactly when you say it, and he's letting you take control. Like that's
it's that Kimball smile.
I got into the graces because I was doing pro town stuff. Like there was no question.
So have I. I've been totally pro town.
The real question is which kill was messed up. So one of Alan, Ghostclaw, thank you, Kiwi. One of Alan, Ghostclaw, and Carlton was Town.
I think it was,
if we know which one is Town, then it's obvious which of the three is the last Mafia.
I definitely feel like Ghostclaw was Mafia.
Yeah,
I feel that way too. So which of Alan and Carlton was Town?
So if it was Alan, Alan really fucked up and then didn't defend himself at all. And it was terrible town play by Alan. If he was town, it was a really, really bad Alan game. Now, if Carlton was town, then Carlton was about to get lynched, claimed a fake role even though he wasn't, so that he wouldn't get lynched as a vanilla town.
So I'm pretty sure Cameron was town. And so
I think he was now too.
Right. And so it's bad that Cable voted for him. But on the flip side, like I think Carlton was Mafia and Cable voted for Carlton.
Well,
I mean, I made a bad move on day one too.
Rybo also voted for Carlton, so they weren't afraid to bust that kill.
Did Rybo vote for Cameron as well?
Rybo voted for both.
Yeah.
So
just like
Rybo
Cable
both,
vote for both.
Cable both. That the voting pattern could be the same. So Rybo, his two Mafia were Carlton and Keith. His two town were Eric and Cable. Now, if we go for the theory that sometimes they say one town, one Mafia, Eric was certainly the real town. Why would Cable be in his top town? And then you also have to think about when the Cable vote went through, he literally, I've never seen a vote with 0 people voting to kill. So even if you was voted to kill Cable. I'm saying that against you, Cable. That's not something you should be shaking your head. Yes,
that's a good thing.
That's actually a really good point.
That's a good thing. Of course, the Mafia aren't going to jump on it when they know nobody else is there. Like, obviously, all the town were convinced that I was town, and no Mafia are going to jump on that when they're going to isolate themselves out.
I've never, ever seen a vote where no one voted to kill. I've never seen that.
Okay, that's because Sheth was playing, like, really crazy game day one. Like, he was just screwing with the game in order to screw with the game and get people's reactions. So, like, that's why he formaled me, and he didn't even vote for me.
Okay. I mean, I see that, yes, but...
Everyone knew it was a dumb thing to do, and so that's why nobody voted.
Phil, how do you feel about nobody voting on Cable?
As you said, more likely Cable's Mafia. It is odd, but I guess like his defense was good, right? I was convinced at the time. So
I thought that if I was in Cable's shoes, I would know my only win condition is to throw Kimball under the bus, and so then you got to throw suspicion on Kimball early before it's too late. That's where I'd be at. I'd be desperate.
Why wouldn't I jump on Jason with an eye? Like,
because if you were
defense of him, like,
okay, so here's why. Because we have a bandwagon, right? And if we stick with that bandwagon, then both you and Jason with an eye are off the bandwagon. So it doesn't matter if one of you is town and one of you is Mafia. The only way for you to survive is to throw Kimball off the bandwagon.
Okay, well, I've been fairly convinced that Jason's town, like, all game. So that's why I'm sticking with him now. Like, he still doesn't strike me as Mafia. I still get town off of him. And I get strong Mafia reads off of Kimball. Like, I'm not going to go with something that's just, like, bandwagoning. I'm going with the way I read the people.
Do you want to give a couple of those Mafia reads that you get on me?
I said before, the same thing. Like, you were jumping on this bandwagon with them. You were riding it along. You said yourself, or no, Ryan said you've been playing passively the whole game, just like do, and you're making the moves.
I don't remember anyone saying anything about me being passive. I said I play the last 2 days passive because I kind of didn't want to get in the way.
No, Ryan, didn't you specifically say like he's been playing passively?
Kimball?
Yeah. And that's when I jumped on and was
when
like,
I said I've been playing
he's
passive,
going to play passive.
Brian said he's doing like as Kimball. Now, just me jumping on this bandwagon of me being like the last town to be added to the circle, that doesn't make me see Mafia. If I'm town, like that's a good thing for everyone. Now, if you have Mafia reads from before then, when the actual when the game was in turmoil, that would be useful.
I didn't have anything then. I specifically said at the beginning of the game I didn't have any reads.
So the only reason you think I'm Mafia is because once all the other confirmed town agreed that I've been playing a good enough town for them to trust me and enter me into their sacred circle, that I'm now your biggest Mafia suspect.
I was getting sketch on you last game or last round, and then I still stick with that. Jason with an I is town. So like, you're the only one left there.
Well, of course you're going to say that if you're Mafia. Like,
yes, of course.
Phil, do you see? I think there's no universe in which Kimball and Cable are Mafia together. There's obviously a universe where Jason and Cable are. Is there any universe in which Dr. Jason and Jason with an I could be Mafia together?
Sure, of course there's a universe. Is it likely?
Right.
No.
Is it this one?
No.
Okay.
I still don't see any reason why we shouldn't follow the plan.
Okay.
Do you feel the same way?
I feel the same way.
I'd rather follow the plan and lose than like change up the plan and win.
I think we should reevaluate tomorrow, but we have the plan, and following the plan is a good option. I formal Cable.
I second.
I gave my defense. Like, I think it's silly that you'd rather lose. Like, that's...
Following the plan's better. People lose if they don't follow the plan.
I think it's better to win.
I think it's better to play a game and learn from it so you could get better.
Well, that is something I struggle with in every game I play, both StarCraft and League of Legends. Like, I kick myself after every game because I didn't win. So, if you want to call me out as a fault that I want to win every single stinking game,
No, that's not a fault.
I understand it is. My wife tells me it is.
I'd listen to her
You're
more
married?
than listen to me.
Who's what?
You're married?
Yes. Wait, who's saying this?
The moderator is saying this.
Oh.
The moderator is speaking. I thought you
sorry
were...
to crush your hopes and dreams, Neil.
No, that's my wife.
Damn it, I thought that was your girlfriend. I
5
was
years,
like,
dude.
damn it, I can get this.
He's got a hot wife, dude.
Anyways,
Guys, you
I'm
need
not
to
trying to like
drink the
sidetrack
hot
it
wife.
here. Like, I'm just saying, I think that's a really silly thing to do, to try and not go for the win instead. Whatever. If you're gonna stick with the plan, you're gonna stick with the plan. It's just
okay.
I'd rather stick with the plan.
Okay. So be it.
Neil looks like he's about to crack the fuck up. Like Mafia's about to win.
No, text
Look at
messages.
fucking
Text messages. You would.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Neil. All right.
Kimball's Mafia, he sure fooled me. So
Yeah. Okay. Neil.
Sorry, are you guys still playing this game?
Bring us to a vote, please.
All right. Voting in 3, 2, 1. Vote. All right. You're dead. Mafia loses.
GG.
Yes, we got him, baby. Right on time, motherfuckers.
I apologize, Carlton. I am sorry. I was wrong about you.
Guys,
Thank
raise
you.
your dominance.
Please roll town.
Raise your
Oh
dominance
my
right
god.
now.
No.
Can I roll town?
Show
No,
your
can-
dragons,
honestly,
guys.
can-
Freeze
can-
fire all over
Can
the
Robbie
Mafia.
roll town?
Can I
No,
roll
you can't.
town?
Show
No, you
dragons,
can't.
show
You were
Mafia.
born Mafia. You're gonna die
I was-
Mafia.
I-
Can you
I've been
give
like-
rolls, please?
Yeah, I'll give rolls.
God.
Played the best I
Show
could.
your dragons and your Mafias. So, in the role of Mafia, we have Ribo, Cable, Alan, Ghostclaw, the most quiet set of Mafia we could ever have, almost.
Crushed them.
As
set.
the cop, we have Eric the Old. As the medic, we have Storzerg the Bold. As the Vigi, we have Keith, the really quiet Vigi who doesn't say anything and could have been Mafia on this turn.
And shoots the wrong.
You could have said
guy.
Keith the Cold,
so-
man. He shot him in cold blood.
Yeah.
Lila the last,
I'm
like,
so happy. I'm so happy it was the right decision on
Yeah,
Carlton.
so
Guys,
you're
when Lilo, the round
I
you
had to
went
count
down,
him.
Alan.
Yeah.
yeah.
You just wear Lilo a ton of rounds. Like,
man.
I don't know how.
Wait.
So, here's the lesson.
I know how. Because Ghostclaw was super quiet all stinking game long.
That's what I'm saying.
Here is
Played
the fucking
hyper-aggressive
lesson.
round one, and he normally plays super passive.
You
And then
kill...
Ribo jumped on everything that
I
I did.
don't agree with your kills.
quiet
Like
people.
I just didn't agree with your kills. That's
From
like-
here on out, just kill the quiet people. I don't care
Can I
if
just
they've been
say-
playing for
can
30
I say
years.
that
Kill the
most
fucking
of the
quiet
Mafia,
people.
the Mafia had the worst fucking defenses in the history of the game. Ribo just didn't even say anything because he knew he was done.
it was over already.
Yeah, he was called out.
It was over.
Top check.
Ryan,
Top check. I know, but
Ryan, you did
Yo.
it without me, dude.
He still
Bro.
could have like
Fist
cross
bump.
claimed or something.
this ball, baby.
I don't know.
But Eric, did you have
Hey,
to
if
wait
we're gonna do
40
fist
minutes?
bumps,
Position in that.
Cable, there's no
yeah.
point in giving out any
Phil.
information when you're cop checks, man.
Eric, did you have to wait 40 minutes to come out with that cop
Yeah,
check? Was that really
Rebel,
worth it?
could do.
Rebel.
Dude, I gave them so much information in those 40 minutes.
Was
did.
those 40 minutes actually worth it?
No, here's the
yeah.
thing. Here's
It
the thing.
was actually worth it. We won. I mean,
There were
Yeah.
circles, and none of his checks were in those
That
circles.
is results based.
I think that we would have if Eric, when Eric asked me my
Yeah, if
Mafia
Eric checked
town reads,
Carlton,
if I
we would've
hadn't
won.
have said any Mafia, we probably would have won that game.
That's
Like,
why I
I-
didn't want to come out with my
Just on
check.
it.
I
Yeah,
think
but
you could
I
have
wish you
achieved
had
the
checked
same
Carlton.
results
That-
if
that
you had come
would've-
out after 20 minutes.
Well,
Eric,
that's what I
I
was
wanted to
man.
drag it on. The last 10 minutes, I was contemplating on whether or not I wanted to go on Jason like that.
dude, that was.
I tried to pick the person with the most explosive personality that I was kind of suspicious on, and I said, okay, if I call out Jason, he's gonna fucking explode or say I'm fake cop or something. The minute he said fake cop, that's when I stopped talking because I didn't want him to come out as like Vigi or Medic. Like that was the risk I was putting out in my head is I'm gonna out someone.
No,
I agree. That play that you did right there, that was good. But
Yeah.
You played
but you
super
could have done it in
strong
half the
comp, dude. That was
time.
pro.
You could have done it
No,
in
but
half
here's
the
the
time.
thing. Because it took so long, I actually pretty much figured out who all the Mafia were. And I had all their names written down even before
it was
he
already over. Like, yeah.
But I was like, okay, like everybody seems to be on the right track right now. So even if I don't say him and I die, it'll still be okay. And then like it almost went the other way, and I was like, you got to be kidding me right now.
Here's the thing. So me and Store,
Good at the end
me
there.
and Store were on like one end of the spectrum, and then we were really against you, Carlton.
Yeah, and we were all town.
And the thing is, like, and Eric didn't have a read on any of us. So like,
Well, I had
was
like like at the start of that day, I was like, okay, I really want to pay attention to what Phil, Store, and Kimball say this round. By the end of the day, I was solid on all of you.
And you know what?
But
Phil
it
said
took
that whole round?
that entire day.
Was this after you'd been lynched?
Fuck you, Eric. Why didn't you check Carlton, you asshole?
Was this or, not lynched?
I would've
Vigi.
won.
Was this after you'd been Vigi shot, Carlton, or
no, before?
So when I
that
was talking
day.
about the fact that you needed, like, I backed off on you being Mafia, and I like really supported you as possibly being a role and being defensive of it, and that being okay for now. Like, was that? Because I went really hard on you for a while. And
Yeah,
that's bad time. Like,
because the way you started talking about the game and actually exploring different avenues, like towards the end of that day, like that really made me feel so much better about you.
Okay,
So-
Chef PM'd me
And
a
Store,
while
I knew
ago.
was medic. Like the way that Store was playing, I knew he was medic, and I was trying not to claim. I was trying to like save him so he wouldn't have to claim.
Are you talking about on day 2 or day 1?
Whatever day that Eric came out, was that 2 or 3?
That was day 2. Yeah.
Day 2, yeah, so
If
day
you-
2.
Like honestly, if you would have just straight up claimed medic, I would have just shut up. Like I wouldn't have, because
But I
I'm
shouldn't
not
have had
about to out
I'm
myself.
not gonna, yeah, but the thing is, I'm not going to fake claim vigilante because then the vigilante's going to shoot me.
No,
the reason,
but like,
the reason
you
I
know,
couldn't check
what I'm
Carlton
saying
was
is,
because he was suspicious. He was soft claiming, so I figured he might be a high priority kill.
Oh yeah.
Carlton, chat is claiming that you may be a Valley girl. Can I give him confirmation that Carlton grew up in the Valley?
I didn't grow up in the Valley.
You grew up in a valley next to the valley.
I grew up next to the Valley, but I didn't grow up in the Valley.
I can actually get.
Can I just ask?
Information.
Oh, yeah.
I dated Carlton, and he was like totally down for it. So
Whoa, Kiwi, you owe chat a different set of information right now.
Okay.
Wait, no. Putting roofies in my drink and being totally down for it are two different things.
Okay.
Oh man,
Chat.
first this, and then he lives next to the Hobbit. This is beautiful.
Chat, I have something to explain. Right now, I believe I told you earlier that I live next to the Shire, and Neil lied to you and said I didn't. I do not know what he is talking about. He is a terrible person. He is Mafia. I formal Neil.
Second.
Lies.
Your mom's address.
Can you go to a vote?
Vote.
To a vote.
Lies,
See, Dad,
utter
That's
fucking
sold.
lies. Here's the dealio. Oh shit, I fucked everything up. I got his mother's address. I looked it up. I got the address of the Shire. I looked it up. They're like 150 miles apart. They are
How
nowhere
big
near
is
each
that hill,
other.
though? He didn't say how big the hill was.
No, there's a lake
big
between
hill.
them, Kimball. There's a lake between them. Kiwi is a liar. A dirty, dirty liar. Also, Chef PM'd me like 20 minutes ago saying that he wanted to brag about how he called everything right. His words, I called out the quiet people, I formal cabled, and I called out Ribo. So he wanted to brag about that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you vote for me? I was doing homework and shit. Who were the Mafia? Besides Ghost Claw, who I knew was fucking scum. I want to roll town, guys. I can't roll town.
It was Caleb, Alan, and Ribo.
How the fuck did Ghost Claw make it so long? Did you guys not see the way he quietly assassinated me at the end of the game or at the end of that round, and then he was just fucking sitting there stone faced
The vote was 8-7.
And then when he's like formal, he's like, "I'm not Mafia."
No, you didn't even say I'm not Mafia.
And the fact that all the people who were going so hard on me were apparently fucking Mafia. And when I said Ghost Claw is Mafia, why are you guys ignoring him? You guys were like, no, we're voting Cameron. And voted, and the game was over.
I didn't vote on you,
Cameron, I did not vote you, okay?
I know.
I didn't vote for you too, man.
Cam, it was an 8-7 vote. You can call that good Mafia play, okay? That was an 8-7 vote.
Whatever. Whatever.
I mean,
did all the Mafia vote for Cameron?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I mean, I could have given a better defense, like especially when it mattered. But at that point, I was really worried about outing either Alan or Cable. Like, I feel like giving a good defense would have done Mafia a lot more harm than good. So
Well, it's kind of funny. You guys both gave like the same defense in that regard. So you guys both
Alan
said
gave it-
nothing.
And I was expecting Alan and Cable to carry me because there was no way, after not contributing to town for the first 3 days, and you guys still somehow let me live, that I would not be called Mafia. Like, I don't
gave up,
I don't understand how this game works anymore.
I think Mafia should have killed Starzig and Fuel.
I have a question. Are we gonna play another game?
Instead of double stack Eric.
Right, I agree too. I think they should have gone after 2 people and let me have my check.
I agree.
Yeah, I want to play another game,
Whoa,
Ryan.
whoa, whoa, wait. Hey, Eric, who would you have checked?
I checked Keith and he was town.
See?
Oh, that's a pity because Keith was the vid.
So it would have put town in a really bad position if you had left him alive.
Killed the medic and another guy, and then second after that he go for the.
I blame Robbie. He really wanted to kill Eric for some reason.
So I just want to say, when you have a bunch of people left that you have a list of people you need to go through, always kill Alan first, because that motherfucker, he was like so hard on Robbie, and then when he went down to 1 KP, he would have been like, oh, I guess I'm town then. I bet you that was the play he was going for.
Neil,
I was just selling him down the river because Robbie's so obvious.
Okay, so if we're gonna do a game 3, it needs to be a quick one because it's it needs
It's
to be
not
like
gonna
a
be quick,
really
though.
fast game.
It's
So
not
let's
gonna
say
be
it needs to
fast.
be a silly game.
Hard cap 20-minute days. How about a legit game?
Make it like
legit
town
game.
favor, but hard cap the days. So
A
that
legit game, hard cap 20 minutes.
Make it town favor.
But literally at 20 minutes, the day will end. There's gonna be like, okay, 20 minutes are over. Formal vote or sleep immediately.
Okay, I have a small problem with that.
I'm okay with that.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay, 20 minute sudden death days after 20 minutes. You have 2 minutes to formal someone. Otherwise, you go to sleep.
Okay.
If you formal someone and it fails, you have 2 minutes to formal the next person. Otherwise, you go to sleep.
You have to vote though. You can't rescind.
But the only problem with the formals is like you can get in a process where you formal someone right, they give their 10-minute defense. Like you have to limit. You have to limit.
But 20 minutes is still better an hour and a half. And I hate being in a situation.
No,
where if you don't kill him,
Kimball.
we better do